Hey guys, I was studying Matthew 15:21-31. I was doing a little Bible study. I'd like to recommend this book. Um, it's really helpful. It teaches you a lot. It asks you questions, and that makes you go deep in thought about your spiritual and faith life and your walk with Christ. So as I was reading it, and I'll read to you the passage, and it's the faith of a Canaanite woman. Leaving that place, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Canaanite woman from that vicinity came to him, crying out loud, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. My daughter is demon-possessed and suffering terribly." Jesus did not answer a word, so his disciples came to him and urged him, "Send her away, for she keeps crying out after us." He answered, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel." The woman came and knelt before him. "Lord, help me," she said. He replied, "It is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs." And she then replied, "Yes, it is, Lord." She said, "Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from their master's table." Then Jesus said to her, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted," and her daughter was healed at that moment. We have to believe, and by faith, that Jesus came to save all of us, not just a certain group and ethnicity, but all of us, even apart from the Jews. We as Gentiles have to believe that he came for us Gentiles as well. So, but what I'd like to get into is pleading and pushback in our relationship with Christ. It's very important in our relationship with God, with him. I personally struggle with pushing back when a door he has opened has suddenly been closed, or if I'm in need of something, because I'm more of a passive and submissive person when it comes to him. I've learned to trust completely in him, but sometimes we need to have that little pushback, because that's our relationship with our earthly fathers, right? We sometimes need something or want something, and they say no, and we try to convince them, and we keep asking and having faith that at one point he will say yes. I'm not saying to push back in all situations. We have to learn to sometimes go back or just stay still, because we know and trust in him that everything will be accomplished and everything works out for our good and benefit when it comes to our relationship with him, because we are his children and he wants all the best for us. But as I was saying, sometimes it's good to wrestle with God for what you have asked of him persistently, or what you deserve. I now have a question for you. When have you come to God with a request only for it to go unfulfilled? What does it look like to push back with even more faith? That's two questions that I'd like you to think on throughout the day, and what you can work on in pushing back in certain situations in your relationship with Jesus Christ. Thank you, guys.